Chester, why on earth would you be screaming so loudly? Like, why on earth? And the wind is going psycho bananas. Okay, so today is Saturday, June 20th, and it is the Bronx Book Festival. I'm so excited. I did not go to any of the previous ones. This is my first one. So I'm excited to see what all it entails, what it's like. First, I'm excited to see the authors that will be there. It's pretty long. I think the last speaker, which is, I believe, Kennedy Ryan and S.A. Cosby, I believe, they are at like 5:30, and then their signing takes place from like 6 to 7 or something like that. So it's gonna be a pretty long day. I really do want to stay the entire time, but my social battery is pretty much non-existent. I'm so sorry. Like I'm very much an introverted person. Except for like when I'm with people that I really, am comfortable with, that I'm like, really I think that's most people, right? Excuse the yelling outside, people. Don't know if I'm going to stay the entire time. I'm going to do my best. I plan to bring things with me to kind of, keep me there and entertained. So I want to, obviously, I'm going to like recap the whole day. I'm going to do my best to try to get clips of things and just, record my experience. But I also just want to be in my experience. That's why I'm not a good person for vlogging, because I'm such a in the moment person that I hardly pick up my phone for things. So I'm gonna try. So I wanted to kind of just talk about what I'm gonna be bringing to the festival to like ensure that I am well entertained and I have things to keep me going. So this is the bag that I'm bringing. This is my everyday work bag, actually. One of them. This bag is from Amazon. Nothing special. I think it was like $30. I don't know. Aside from like all of the normal things that I normally carry, like I normally carry hand sanitizer, I normally carry pens, I normally carry like all of my accoutrement for myself, but like I will go over like what I'm specifically packing for the festival. The first thing I have in here, which is weighing my bag down a lot, are the books that I am hoping to get signed by the authors that will be there. So like I said, S.A. Cosby will be there, and this was my first S.A. Cosby book that I read with my book club before I let go. So I do not have score, but this was my first Kennedy Ryan book that I read, and so I thought it was like pretty fitting. And then I have Tiffany Jackson's The Scammer. This is the only Tiffany Jackson book that I own, but I've read all of her books. At some point I will add them to my collection, but because this is the one I have and this is the newest one, I am bringing this one. I'm also bringing a little umbrella just in case it rains. It's not supposed to, but you just never know in New York. It's crazy. Bringing a tote bag that just in case I bring books home. I'm trying to limit myself to, if I am buying anything, it's no more than 3 books. Obviously, if they're like free books there, I will try to, dabble but not go crazy, because I don't want to carry all of this stuff. But just in case, I have a tote bag, sunglasses, just in case they're a little sunny. These are just some Jessica Simpson sunglasses. I think I got them from Marshalls a couple of years ago. I'm bringing a marker just in case, the author does not have a marker to sign. And then I bought like a special silver one just in case. My portable fan here, it's charged, it's ready to go. This thing keeps me so... It really does make a difference when you carry a little mini fan. It makes all of the difference in your experience in hot spaces. So bringing some snacks. because I know that, like I said, it's going to be a long day. So I need some snacks. I have some soft and juicy mango. These are my favorite mangoes from Trader Joe's. I have some cashews here. I love cashews. They're my favorite nut. I have Lorna Doone cookies, which are all smashed, but it's okay because it's still edible in here. Oh, I also have some gum. Always gotta have gum, but I always carry gum, so like, yeah. Some tissues, of course, and also bringing my portable charger with my cord, of course. I'm thinking about whether or not I want to bring my personal journal, because I think it'll be really nice to, while I'm like in between sessions or whatever, just to kind of like journal my thoughts and kind of just like, I think that'll be really cool. So I might bring that also. Thinking about bringing one of the books I'm reading. It's just, I do not want to overload my bag with a bunch of weight. So I'm kind of debating. I'm buddy reading The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead right now with a coworker of mine. And I'm also almost done with One of Our Kind by Nicola Yoon. So both, but the problem is both of them are hardcover, and I don't want to weigh my bag down. The Nickel Boys is smaller, so if anything, if I were going to bring a book, I'm going to bring that one of the two that I'm reading, or I might bring another thin book that maybe like was, I don't know, we'll see. Other than that, like I have like my ebooks on my phone, so I could do that if push come to shove. Yeah, because it will be outdoors, I'm also bringing my nasal allergy spray. Allergies been kicking our butts this season, so allergy spray. I'm also taking an allergy pill before I go because that will keep me insured all day. Also, I'm bringing water. I am going to bring this reusable bottle, insulated, and then I'm going to fill it with ice and water to keep it cold all day. And I'm sure they'll have like water fountains or some. Oh, I hope they will, somewhere there. So hopefully I can refill that up. But I think that's all I'm bringing. But I'm very excited to go. I am, like I said, this is my first one. I am going by myself, so we'll see how my social anxiety will treat us in this space. It already is turning out to be a beautiful day. The wind is definitely on our side today, so it will keep us nice and cool. It's only supposed to be 80 degrees today, so it will be comfortable. It won't be too hot, hopefully. I'm going to bring like a little picnic blanket, because I did see somewhere on their Instagram, I believe, that like they will have the open lawn space for people to like just sit outside and kind of just chill out. So I am going to pack a little picnic blanket as well. I'm very excited to go. I hope that it's a really fun experience. I really do have high hopes for it, and I'm looking for my heart to be full of books and people who love books. So recap when I get back.
as currency, right? Like they literally say in the palpable that they will be slaves forever.
It's so hot out here. Well, it's not so hot, it's just very sunny. So I'm sitting down. I don't know where to put you. I'm sitting down, and it's very hot. And there's no shade. But it's nice out here. Tiffany is up next. I'm very excited to see her. And get my book signed. Very excited.
Arts and film from Howard University and has over a decade in TV and film experience. Tiffany today is in conversation with a fellow Brooklyn-born artist, Maya Denon. Her breakout single, Healthy, garnered approximately 1 million views on YouTube. Give it up for that. Here from Maya and Tiffany.
Yes, Tiffany.
Hi, friends! It's hot, right? Hi. Oh, with the picnic blankets. I love it. I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm gagging because I love Tiffany. It's my girl. I hope that I can get some questions that you guys want to hear the answers to as well. Because, of course, we all here dying to know what's wrong with you. Is there a message that you want to convey? Or do you just want to, like, scare the shit out of your reader?
Oh, we're just right there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, about 90% of my books are loosely inspired by real cases. And typically when I see a real case, I always think to myself, like, I put myself in, like, the victim's shoes and think to myself, like, what would happen if it, like, happened to Black people?
Right.
And how would we handle it? And how do we adjust to that? So I think a lot of times I am thinking, especially about women too, right? Because I often think if I had someone to tell me what this looked like when I was younger, I wouldn't experience it later. So I always kind of think back in mind, like, you know, what kind of books like young Tiffany should have read so she didn't experience some of the trials and tribulations that I have experienced because of that.
I love them.
Most of my family is like, what the hell?
Yes. And I've read majority of your books. You know that, girl. And you kind of end them all really open-ended, I feel like. Do you always, is that on purpose? Do you want the nuance to feel like that kind of conclusion?
Because I think it's important to remember, especially for kids, that, you know, everything is an open-ended, everything is the start of a conversation.
Right.
Everything in every book that I talk about, like, you know, it's just the start of a conversation. Let's just allegedly.
So that's what you want to, you do want the nicotine addiction to begin there at the end of the book.
Yes.
Okay, the next book you release, I'm going to try to give me a full 6
You know,
pack.
just send me like
Put it in the freezer to be ready for me.
right.
Because that's how I felt about after the end of Allegedly. And like I said, all of the books, it's just kind of like, well, what happened to it? And then you need to tell me what's going on with this.
I get it. Like, you know, but like in real life, we don't have shiny endings.
But it's a book. Give me the shiny ending.
I mean, that's a
Okay, so it's much later. Much later. During the day. I came home, I ate something, and I like crashed. I don't know. I think the sun outside, just being outside in the sun really, it'll do that to you. It'll really exhaust you. It'll just like drain you of your energy. Recap of my experience at the BRONX Book Festival. I thought it was nice. I definitely see the growth in probably like the whole design and programming of it. I definitely appreciated having the open space, just everyone's energy there was so nice, and like everybody was there for the love of books. Like I was seeing people like in the little bookstore with like handfuls of books, and just for just the joy of reading. I really enjoyed watching and listening to Tiffany D Jackson speak. She I love her. I really love her as an author, and just like hearing her speak, and literally, like, I feel like we're just like so similar, and like when we hear about cases and like the research that we do, like it's literally the same thing. And I feel like Tiffany is a true crime head, and just like us in the true crime space, and she really takes time to research and um, develop stories based off of what she's researched. I did not stay to see S.A. Cosby and Kennedy Ryan speak. Also, Natasha Bishop was there too. I didn't stay for those. I was too hot. I was tired. And I actually was also a little bit disappointed. And the reason I was disappointed was because after Tiffany spoke, they had like an hour for like book signing. And first of all, the lines were insane. I don't do the lines, people. I don't do the line thing, especially in an enclosed space. Like if it was a little bit more open to where they were having the bookstore line and the book signing line, if there was more space, maybe I would have stayed. I did not stay to get my book signed by Tiffany. I'm actually a little disappointed, but again, I can't do it. It's too much. It's too much for me. And also, they said that you could only get your book signed if you bought it from the bookstore. That also really disappointed me because I just don't see the point in making that rule. I get it. You want a good amount of sales from your bookstore at the event, but you were going to get that anyway. Now, maybe that was a little misconstrued in the messaging, but there were several people saying that you could only get your book signed if you bought it from the bookstore. And if you bought something from the bookstore, you got a special wristband. And that was how they knew that you bought the book from the bookstore and were eligible to get it signed. And like I said, that bookstore line was so intensely long. It's not even, to me, it wasn't even worth it, because it was an hour signing, but the line for the bookstore looked like it's about this. It was literally the same length as the signing line, and it would have been the same amount of time. I guess I understand. It just didn't make sense to me, like why we couldn't get our books signed if we bought them from home. You know what I mean? I do think that this venue is not big enough for this event. I think they didn't anticipate this many people. The reading space, the book space has grown so much, and I just don't think that they anticipated this many people attending their event, right? And like, that's normal, right? Like, you never know how many people are gonna come to your event. Like, you spread the word, and so like you kind of gauge based off like ticket sales, right? But people, I heard, were buying tickets at the door, and so like there's a lot for sure. after I left, probably more people were coming because, like I said, Day Cosby and Kennedy Ryan were coming, and the girlies love Kennedy Ryan with good reason. I'm not saying like they should. I just think that the venue for the next one should definitely be bigger. I definitely think that they should have. So the bookstore that they have, I definitely think they need two. Just because I think that would cut down on the lines. I definitely think they should do that, and I definitely think they need to do away with you need to purchase a book from us the day of the event in order to get it signed. I just don't feel like that is fair. You know what I mean? Just my critiques and my experience. But like I said, like overall, an okay experience. I went by myself. If I went with someone, maybe I would have had a better time. Maybe, just maybe. But like I said, like the whole line thing and like it just not. It just didn't. Yeah. Anywho, but I was in general admission, and they gave us with the general admission this tote bag that says the Bronx Book Festival. Inside there was one book. Before I even tell you, I just want y'all to know that everything that I said, like I was gonna do, right? I had the books. Clearly, I told you I didn't get them signed. I brought my journal. I didn't do anything that I said I was going to do. I didn't journal. I didn't eat any of the snacks. I did drink some water, but my fan and my umbrella were my best friends out there because the sun beaming, right? There was like spots that didn't really have shade, and if they did have shade, everybody was there, rightfully so. So there wasn't that much space. So I had my like umbrella, and it was just a little hot. Definitely think next time, if it's in an open space and they allow for it, I'm gonna bring my own picnic chair because the picnic blanket thing, I'm too old to be on the ground, y'all. I'm really too old to be on somebody's ground. So that is one thing that I would do differently for myself. I would bring my picnic chair because like I said, I'm too old to be on the ground. I'm too old. Back to the book. So this is the book that was in my bag. I don't know if all of them had the same book or if they switched it up, but mine had Good Night Irene in it by Luis Alberto Urrea. And this seems to be a book about female friendship set in 1943, where a woman is abandoning her abusive fiance and she enlists in the Red Cross and heads to Europe. So, and it is inspired by his mother's own Red Cross service. That's nice. Takes place during World War II. Oh yeah, 1943. Yeah. All right. So that is this book. Is she a little thicky? This is about exactly 400 pages. Actually 399. So she's a little thicky one. I don't know when I'll get to this book. It's not calling me right now, so it'll probably kind of sit on my shelf for a little bit. But I'm okay with that. I have no gripes with that. And that was the only thing that was in the little goodie bag. That's also something that I kind of had a gripe with too. The tickets, I believe I paid $50 for the ticket, and to just get one book, it's like I could have got a bookmark too, you know what I mean? Or a pen, but some stickers, something, I don't know. But would I go again? Absolutely, I would go again. If they had the speakers there, I would definitely go again to just get outside and be around other bookish people. I think it's nice to be around people who have the same like common interest as you. So it's not like a complete negative and I will never go again. It's just maybe, I don't know, maybe I just did it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should have gotten there early in the morning. I did get there. What time did I get there? Maybe like 12:45, something like that. Um, the doors opened at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and that to be there for that long, and like I said, like Tiffany, she spoke. Her segment was at 1 o'clock. It was no, yes, it was from 1 to 2, and her signing was from 2 to 3, and to be out there from like 8:30 to the it's just too much. It's just too much. So it's just that's what I mean too about like you have the bookstores and it's just the one bookstore, and like your line is already long for people who are already there, and if you're inviting people to come in later on because you have things going, I just feel like your line situation and the way I don't know, I just feel like it should just be a little bit better to ensure that most of people's time isn't standing on a line. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, this could just be because they did not anticipate that this many people coming out, and the venue, maybe it wasn't big enough for that space, and for this type of event. But hopefully they hopefully they improve, and that's all you can do each time. But like I said, I would definitely go again. Yeah, other than that, I enjoyed my time. I did not read there. I did not read on the way there. I didn't do not a thing that I said I was going to do. So that was my experience. Like I said, I would definitely go again. So thank you for watching this vlog of my experience at the BRONX Book Festival for 2026. Let me know if you even like vlogs. I am not, and I repeat, I am not the best at vlogging. But if you want it, I can try to practice vlogging a little bit more, and maybe throw some vlogs in here and there, because I just don't be picking up my phone. Like I just don't pick up my phone all the time, and even if I do, it's always like a weird angle. I'm just a mess. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you've made it to the end of this video, please leave this emoji letting me know that you made it. And if you attended the BRONX Book Festival, or you let me know what your thoughts were, if you enjoyed yourself, what was your experience like, because obviously, like, I'm only one person, so I know everyone's experience was not this. So yeah, let me know. Let's chat. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.